What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Sports Talk with Broads. We just witnessed the Western Conference Finals, Game 1 of the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs against the Vegas Golden Knights as they travel to the Winnipeg Jets. And this was such an exciting game. We knew there was going to be tons of speed in this game, some physicality along the way, big buff, right? We had some Jets players going over the boards. Wow. Before we begin, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and comment down below with your thoughts and opinions on this game. And the way that the Jets came out, there was just so much energy. And you would think that, the Winnipeg area and the Manitoba area is just going absolutely nuts about this Jets team, as they should. So you could feel the energy, feel the mojo out of this hockey team, especially early. Now, Big Buff scores a goal assisted by Wheeler and Scheifele. And this was 1 minute into this game as Big Buff just takes a clap bomb and puts it in. Wow, 1-0. Marc-Andre Fleury gets beat nice and early. This is Byfuglien's fifth goal of the postseason for a 1-0 lead for this Jets team. And then on the power play, 5 minutes later, Patrick Laine backdoor on a one-timer beats Fleury again, 2-0. That is also assisted by Blake Wheeler and the huge pickup of Paul Stastny. So 2 points already for Blake Wheeler. 6 minutes and 49 seconds into this hockey game. Whew, there were a lot of goals and a lot of goals early. Now, the Jets 1 minute later are net front, and this goal was a little bit reviewed. It looked like the Jets player interfered with Marc-Andre Fleury as he was cutting across the crease, and they call it no goal. It hits off a Jets player's skate and goes in. To me, my personal opinion, I don't have a dog in the race. They say he redirected it with his foot, which is allowed. But I honestly thought there was a little bit of a kicking motion. I really did, but they went up to the NHL, reviewed it. Now, when the refs call these days, it goes right to the NHL. It's not the ref making the call anymore. They say it was no goaltender interference. The goal stands, and that is now a 3-0 lead for the Winnipeg Jets, 7 minutes and 35 seconds in. Now, the next shift was the best shift for the Vegas Knights all game long. A minute later, you have McNabb respond with a goal of his own, his second of the playoffs. It was kind of a weak goal, and it did get deflected by Connor's stick of the Winnipeg Jets as it was going. So, Hellebuck kind of missed the save, which makes sense. But a response like that after being down 3-0 is huge. And it wasn't even a minute later. It was like 40 seconds later. Marchessault and Riley Smith get the assist on that. So 3-1 going into the second period. When 10 minutes into the second period, you have Mark Scheifele get a piece of the puck tipped in front of the net, his 12th of the playoffs. This was on the power play. Big Buff gets another assist, and Blake Wheeler gets his third assist. So that is 3 apples for Blake Wheeler. He also had an opportunity in this period, a wide open net. He beat Marc-Andre Fleury, and he just missed the wide open net. Are you kidding me? James Neal had a huge hit in this second period, which made a Winnipeg Jet leave the game early. It was clean. It was clean. His head, as he was falling, might have hit the ice, though, so it is very concerning, and you don't like to see that. So, second period, 4-1, the Jets take the lead. And William Karlsson on the power play with 4 minutes or so left in the second period. He's backdoor wide open as Alex Tuch pretty much generates this goal as he makes a play entering the zone, drives to the net, and that creates opportunity and leaves William Karlsson backdoor to tap her in to make the score 4-2. Marchessault and Theodore with the apples, 4-2. In the third period, let's be real, the Winnipeg Jets had a goal, and their goal was to play a defensive style of hockey and stop the Golden Knights from actually being able to do anything. And they nailed it. They nailed it. They played a great system, a great defensive system, which did not allow the Vegas Golden Knights to really create that many opportunities. You had Big Buff in this period, making some nice plays. And when it came down to it, the Jets did what they needed to do in Game 1, and that was feed off this crowd and start hot. And they did, and it was too much for the Golden Knights to do anything. And you could tell the Golden Knights were a little bit overwhelmed, and you haven't really seen it that much from this squad as of late. Now, listen, it's one game. It's one game, and if the Golden Knights, looking at it as a Golden Knights fan, which I'm not, I'm just saying if you are, you just need one of two. So yeah, okay, it happened. It was game one. You knew there was going to be a ton of energy in the building, and you lost. That's fine. But the next game you need to take. And as a Jets fan, you got to look at it and say, we did everything we needed to, and we're going to do it again in game two. That's just the way you got to look at it. But overall, as a sports fan, I mean, fantastic game. I love to see how dedicated this fan base really is. I mean, you got to think about Manitoba, Winnipeg, what they had, then they lost. Now they get the squad back. And you get the whiteout and all the fans in the streets. It's beautiful. It's absolutely insane. You got to love it. So, to Jets up 1-0. And, I mean, they are out to prove something, and they're doing it. This Golden Knights team's solid, and they came out and wow. They wowed me. They wowed me, absolutely. So with that being said, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, and comment down below with your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.